What is up, peeps? Thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be talking about the art of pre-fire and just those moves and aiming flicks that people do that you think they're hacking, but they're actually not hacking. Everything has to do with two things: game knowledge and, very, very important, the game audio. And today, I'm going to be talking about that. Let's jump right into that video. So, ladies and gentlemen, one of the problems that people had with Verdansk was that I heard a lot of complaints that people just knew the map too well, right? People knew where each possible threat was. So before you even entered a building, you would know that there's a possible threat up here, possible threat up here. The people just knew the map too well, right? Everywhere, in superstore, hangars, airport, wherever you went, people just knew every single spot. And that is one of the premises of today's video on how people just, they seem like they're hacking, right? Like they're about to go into the building and they're like already aiming at this exact spot where you're at, and you're like, God damn, that guy's definitely got a walls or he's got hacks. But to be honest, most of the time it's not that they have walls or hacks, it's just game knowledge. And I'm going to be teaching you guys in today's video. So we're going to be taking a look at this building to start off, and I'm going to teach you guys how to aim before you know what target is there. So this comes with map knowledge, right? And map knowledge comes just with dropping in its place over and over again. So by now, if you played Caldera quite a bit, you know what this building and airfield looks like. You know what this building and airfield looks like over here. You know what the building in mine looks like, right? The big buildings, people have a general sense of what the map feels like. But there's still a lot of houses that are pretty different, and we just still don't have knowledge on how these houses look like, right? There's a couple of these barns and throughout Caldera, so that's why I'm doing this. But one of the most important things on how this can work, on how this tactic can work, is you need to have map knowledge and you need to know exactly the layout of that house inside. Now let me tell you why. Let's say you're about to push a team in this house, right? Let's say that we got a guy over here, we got a guy over here, we got a bunch of people over here. So since I know the layout of this little barn right here, hopefully you guys do know, before I peek, the first prominent area where somebody could shoot me is right here, right? He could be hiding in the corner or he could be hiding on top. Usually what I like to check is I like to check bottom to top first. Why? Because if he is bottom, it's a lot easier for him to chase me down if he takes a couple shots at me rather than when he's on top. So what you want to do is you always want to check bottom. So we check bottom first and it's clear, and then we go to the top. So as you guys can see here, I'm pre-aiming to the top. I just see a lot of bots. This is how they enter the building. This is how they just kind of like rolling like this. And here, if you're rolling in like this and you see an enemy up here, you're gonna have to kind of like transition your aim, right? So what you want to do is you want to take it progressively, right? So we got a guy here, we lock that down, and now what you want to do is, sometimes I don't like to aim down sights completely because aim down sights kind of like blocks your view, right? If you're aiming down sight like this, you can't see if there's somebody down here or down here. So something that I like to do is I like to peek with my full. So I do this. It's called like shoulder peeking, right? It's literally the thing that I do the most, and this is especially known for these sort of maps in Caldera when we don't know it yet. So what you want to do is you want a quick shoulder peek. So you're checking little parts of the map, and you see with these shoulder peeks, I can check if there's someone on top, someone on the bottom, and right now it's clear, right? And then you transition to the middle, and this is what you do. This is one of the most effective ways of clearing a building, and it's called shoulder peeking, because if a guy's pre-aiming that and you're peeking like this, you're gonna get maybe one shot off, and this is gonna be enough time for you to roll back, play it up a little bit, and then you can contest, right? And then obviously before you aim, you're already pre-aiming at that spot, as you guys can see right there. So again, one of the most important things. Now, right now, I wanna go into play that I did, and this is, again, how to, the hacker aim when you're going into a building. One of the most important things that you wanna do in a building is you don't wanna fully rush that building going tactical sprint, because that's when you're gonna get caught off guard. You're gonna see something that I do here. So I spot an enemy, I spot two of them, right? And I've got in my mini map that there's 3 enemies in here. So I take a couple shots at one. And you're gonna see the first thing that I do when I jump there. As you guys can see what I did there, let me just back up 10 seconds there. I didn't go full on speed, running like a crazy maniac, right? One of the things that I did was you want to wait. Every time you're about to go to a corner, as you guys can see there, I did it again. Before you go into the house, you want to jump or you want to peek that corner first. So again, peek that corner first, shot him a couple times. You'll see him again. Right before I get to that corner, do another jump. You don't just want to run straight through, because if an enemy is there, he's going to catch you off guard. So one of the most important things, again, you want to do is you want to have your weapon ready, right? So I do it again. I take a couple shots at the guy. The guy's going up top. But again, before, right now, I'd be tempted, right, to chase that guy up like I usually do. But as you guys can see what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hold back, reload, and before I go in there pushing like a maniac, you'll see what I do. I see now doors to the left, and I take it a little bit slow. So thanks to that, thanks to me stopping down, exploring what's in the house, because again, I don't know all these houses by memory. I managed to see that guy on the left. Now, because I don't have FOV and I'm playing on console, if I would have just ran straight through to that guy that I was chasing, just go full on tactical sprinting, that guy in the bathroom would have killed me. And because of that, I managed to spot that guy, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and get that kill. So again, we're just gonna reiterate what I saw there and just showing you how to push a house. Again, let's say we don't know the layout of this house. We're pushing somebody in here, we stop. The door happens, you take a couple quick peeks like these, the shoulder peeks, you're about to go in, you jump, right? And obviously, even though you don't know the layout of the house, you can see there's a window here, and even if there was no window, you can see there's a corner here. So usually the first place you're gonna aim is the corner. People usually hide in corners like this. They kind of like camp down. So that's one of the first places that you wanna see, because we already checked this spot. We corner peek to the left. So the only place we haven't seen is that one. So we're gonna do a little jump shot, take that look right there, and before pushing in, remember, another little corner peek. Everything seems to be clear. We got a door here to the left, so we're gonna do a little jump shot here. And again, this is without knowing the layout to the house. We got everything here. So again, we do a couple corner peeks here. We check this one, there's nobody here. Now we got this one. So we're gonna do, we can do a little slide, right? A little slide into the door right here and take maybe anybody that's there, or a little jump shot. And that's how you clear that. Now let's go to the top part, to the stairs, right? We take a couple steps over here. We see that the stairs are over here. So now, again, as you guys saw, while I was sliding, you want to start aiming up like that, because most of the time you're going to see a dude already up there. I just see a lot of people running like this. Like, I mean, I don't know why, but a lot of people just love to have their aim down. Like, this is how they go into houses and stuff. Like, this is the worst thing that you can do in Warzone. Just do not ever do that. Always go to where the threat is. Again, even if you don't know the layout, you know there's a set of stairs. So you know there's a possibility that somebody's up there. Again, we're going to take a look. Aim right there, and we're gonna go up like this. And again, before we go up, we take a little break here, check there's nobody here, check that window, do a little corner peek here, nobody's there, a little corner peek, and again, open the door here. And here you could pre-aim. You could pre-aim when you're opening doors. And again, what you do here, since everything's here's clear, we got this corner, right? We got this corner clear. So you do a little jump spot, checking this corner here, you turn around, and then you take a look at over here, do a little corner peeks. Now there's nobody over here. That means we can check that building. And that is how you would clear this building. So now that we've got the basics, right, the gameplay part of it, one of the most important things in this tip and knowing where the enemy is and seeming like if you're hacking because you just turn around and flick the dude, the most important thing is audio in this game. And that is why I complain a lot when you don't hear the footsteps, because audio is one of the most important things. With audio and with map knowledge and you knowing how that building is located, right, the layout of the building, if you combine the layout of the building and footsteps, you are going to be a crazy guy and you're going to be really hard to stop inside the buildings. All right, and now when it comes to the audio settings, right, a lot of people were saying they choose this one. At the end of the day, it's still the same. It depends on your kind of headphone. Before, I used to use Turtle Beach and I was playing on boost low, and that is because the Turtle Beach, the ones that I was using, they came in a higher setting. But now I use HyperX, and these HyperX come a little bit lower. So if I use boost low, they just sound like if they're muffled. So I gotta use boost high. Again, the three that I would recommend is check boost high, and boost low. Between these three, just again, depending on your headset, just check them out and just test which one feels the best for you. And obviously when it comes to this, I just lower your music down completely because you don't want any of that bothering you. Dialogue volume, lower that down because again, you don't want to hear any voices or anything like that again bothering you. And we got master volume and effects volume always at 100%. And remember, this is one of the most important things. So that's why when you're going into a house, just always give it a quick glance, especially right now in Caldera. If you don't know the house, just give it a quick little glance so you can start memorizing the houses, because again, in Verdansk, we just play that map so much that it was just secondhand nature for us and we knew every single spot. But again, when we got a new map in here and we didn't know all the locations, it's going to be a little bit harder. So just do that every time you're going into the map. But just, ladies and gentlemen, remember, audio cues are very, very important. And every time you're about to enter a door, a hallway, anything where there's an entrance leading to something else, remember to take a quick little pause, assess where the enemy could be, and either jump shot, slide, whatever you'd like to do before you enter that building. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think. Peace out, and I'll see you all in the next one.